iPhone 4 was groundbreaking. It's one of the best products we've ever designed, and it's gone on to become the #1 smartphone in the world. So we had this challenge. How do you improve on something that's so extraordinary? Well, with iPhone 4S, we did exactly that, by taking this amazing design and completely rethinking the inside. We started by adding the dual-core A5 chip, which is up to twice as fast. Then we completely redesigned the camera, which not only has 8 megapixels, but all new optics. iPhone 4S also comes with iOS 5 with over 200 new features and iCloud. And now, we're introducing Siri.
How can I help you?
Siri is a whole new way of interacting with your iPhone, using just your voice.
Find me an Italian restaurant in North Beach.
Okay, these 25 Italian restaurants are in North Beach.
It's like this amazing assistant that listens to you, understands you, can answer your questions, and can even accomplish tasks for you.
Move my meeting with Kelly Alltech to 12.
Note that you already have a meeting about budgets at 12 p.m. Shall I schedule this anyway?
Move it to 2.
A lot of devices can recognize the words you say, but the ability to understand what you mean and act on it, that's the breakthrough with Siri.
Read me my text.
New message from Tony Rivas. Are you going to the party?
Reply. Yeah, I'll meet you there. Remind me to grab the present when I get home.
Here's your reminder for when you get home.
It completely changes the way you think about what a phone can do for you.
One of the biggest advances for the iPhone 4S is in its performance. It uses the same powerful dual-core A5 chip that's in iPad 2. With 2 processors handling the workload, it really makes a big difference. Apps will launch and run faster. Graphics can render up to 7 times quicker, making gameplay a lot better. And in Safari, web pages will load up to twice as fast. And it's the world's first phone to intelligently switch between 2 antennas to transmit and receive calls. iPhone 4S is now a world phone, so both GSM and CDMA customers can roam worldwide on GSM networks. iPhone 4S also has an all-new 8-megapixel camera, which dramatically increases the amount of detail in your photos. But the quality of a photograph isn't just about megapixels. The optics of the camera are just as crucial, and we've made significant improvements here. We increased the size of the aperture to let more light in. We added a 5th lens, which gives you a sharper image overall. And the new sensor is designed to capture more light within each pixel, so you get far sharper photos with more detail and more accurate color. When you see the quality of the photos you get from this camera, it's hard to believe they came from a mobile phone. We also know people love to shoot video on their iPhone, so we've made some big advancements here too. iPhone 4S records 1080p HD video at 30 frames per second. Plus, the gyro, along with the incredible new software, will stabilize your video as you shoot it. This will make your videos look a lot smoother.
We've taken what was already an amazing camera and made it even better. Now with face detection, the camera is smart enough to know whether you're taking a portrait or a group shot and automatically focus and expose for either. You get quicker access to your camera right from the lock screen. You can use the volume button to take a photo, and then you can crop, enhance, and edit your photo right on your iPhone. iOS 5 gives you over 200 other new and improved features, including Notification Center, iMessage, and reminders. iPhone 4S also comes with iCloud. iCloud stores your music, photos, apps, mail, contacts, calendars, documents, and more, and wirelessly pushes your content to your devices automatically. With iCloud, you don't have to do anything. It just works.
We thought through every square millimeter of what's inside the iPhone 4S. With the new dual-core A5 chip, it's so much faster. The new camera is incredible. It comes with iOS 5 and iCloud. And with Siri, your iPhone can do things no other phone has ever done. iPhone 4S is the most amazing iPhone yet.
Next, iPhone. As you know, last year we introduced iPhone 4, and it's a breakthrough phone. And despite competitors trying really hard to copy it, they really haven't come close to anything nearly as good. It's got that beautiful Retina display, glass front, all glass back, the revolutionary stainless steel bands that create the antenna system and make it the thinnest smartphone. And as you've heard, it's the #1 smartphone in the world and #1 in customer satisfaction. So people have been wondering, how do you follow up a hit product like the iPhone 4? Well, I'm really pleased to tell you today all about the brand new iPhone 4S. Of course it starts with the Retina display. Of course it's glass in the front and back and has that incredible stainless steel band around it, making it the thinnest smartphone. But don't be deceived, because inside it is all new. So how's it different? First, it has a new chip inside. The A5 chip that we've launched just this year in the iPad 2 is now making its way into the iPhone. This is an Apple design chip that's remarkable. It's a dual-core processor. It delivers performance that's up to twice as fast at CPU tasks. It's also dual-core graphics, which means the graphics can be up to 7 times faster than they were in the previous iPhone. This is going to help across all the kinds of applications you might use. But one area that we really see it scream is on games. What developers can do with gameplay on a phone will be remarkable. To show you just what that can be like, I'm really proud to invite up the president of Epic Games, Mike Kapp, to show you something unbelievable. Mike?
Thanks, Phil. Hi, folks. So a year ago, we showed our Unreal Engine 3 game technology running for the very first time on iOS. With groundbreaking visuals and unique gameplay, Infinity Blade was a really huge success for Epic Games. We delighted millions of players, and we booked almost $20 million in revenue, which is a pretty good share of that 3 billion number we saw. So that's why I'm so excited today to show you for the very first time our next iOS exclusive that leverages that A5 chip, Infinity Blade 2. Donald?
Today we're going to show you visuals like you've never seen before on a handheld device. In fact, we're going to show you some graphics techniques that aren't even seen on high-end gaming consoles.
So this may all look pre-rendered, but I swear this is all running in real time on that A5.
We join our hero Cyrus as he embarks on his journey to find the Worker of Secrets, the legendary creator of the Infinity Blade. His goal is to get him to join him in his quest to track down and destroy the Deathless.
So these light shafts coming through the door are called dynamic light rays, or God rays. This is tech we only recently added to our engine and showed for the first time in our other hit game, Gears of War 3, and it's already running on this amazing device.
Infinity Blade 1 concentrated on incredibly detailed and lifelike character animation, but now with the power of the A5, we can bring that detail to the rest of the environment with fireflies dancing in the air and leaves blowing in the wind, the reflections in the water. We even have koi swimming in the pond. I mean, look at that, beautiful, right?
And so all this adds up to a realistic and immersive world that feels like in the middle of a movie, but again, this is all running real time.
Infinity Blade 2 is loaded with new gameplay features, including the ability to customize your own weapons. Now that guy looks pretty scary, so I'm going to use another new feature, the option to use 2 swords.
You can really see the character shadowing coming to life here. His headrest is on his shoulders, his helmet is casting down onto his chest. Just makes everything feel more grounded and alive. So while this Titan's vulnerable, he's tapping these attack points to unleash a flurry of blows. But it looks like all you've done is upset him, Don. You're in trouble now.
I think I got this. Actually, maybe I don't. I don't know.
That's what I get for doubting you, sir. Infinity Blade 2 is going to bring these eye-melting graphics, online social challenges, dozens of new enemies, hundreds of new weapons, and it's only going to run like this on an iPhone 4S. Why? Because it's awesome. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it, Phil. Thanks.
Infinity Blade will be available December 1st.
What better word than that was killer. Just killer. Unbelievable. So that's a great example of the performance you're going to get out of the brand new iPhone 4S with this A5 chip and all its capabilities. Now you would think if you put a processor that powerful inside a super thin phone, one of the things you're going to trade off is battery life. But the hardware and software teams have worked really hard to get industry-leading battery life as well. For the first time in an iPhone, we now have 8 hours of talk time on 3G. It's incredible battery life. Here are some of the other numbers. 8 hours of 3G talk time, 14 hours of 2G talk time, 6 hours of browsing your network, 9 hours on Wi-Fi, 10 hours of watching video, 40 hours of listening to music. Fantastic battery life. So that's our first new feature, making the iPhone 4S all new. That A5 chip, incredible performance, and great battery life. Second, the wireless system. As you know, in the iPhone, we've revolutionized with a stainless steel band made up of 2 antennas on the outside that make the phone even thinner. And our engineering team has worked really hard at advancing the state of the art with something new. They've done something really technically amazing that's never been done in a phone before. Can now intelligently switch between the 2 antennas for both transmit and receive. Again, that's never been done. And this works even while you're on a call. Can switch between the antennas to make even better call quality. So that's the new antenna system. But it isn't just better at improving your call quality, it's also faster too. You can now download data to twice as fast as before. So what does that mean? Well, previously with the iPhone 4, you could upload data. This is theoretical maximum performance, as we always quote, 5.8 megabits per second up and 7.2 down. And now with the new iPhone 4S, that doubles to up to 14.4 megabits per second down. Now, if you follow the phone industry, these numbers might sound familiar. 5.8 up, 14.4 down. Where have I heard that before? Well, this is what the majority of our competitors claim when they talk about 4G performance. The Motorola Atrix 4G, the LG Thrill 4G, the HTC Inspire 4G, they even put it in their names. We're not going to get into a debate in the industry of what's 4G and what isn't. We leave that to others to talk about. What's most important when it comes to real-world performance, the iPhone 4S is just as fast as all these phones. In fact, we think with some of our software enhancements, it's even faster in real-world use. So that's performance. Next, a world phone. If you know about these technologies, you know that the iPhone 4 came in 2 flavors, GSM and CDMA. If you carry a GSM phone as your home network, when you roam around the world, you're more likely to find a GSM network that you can roam on. If you choose CDMA as your home network, well, you can't roam on a GSM network with an iPhone 4 when you travel. Well, now the iPhone 4S is a world phone. It has both GSM and CDMA. So when you're traveling with GSM, of course, you can roam on those networks. When you're traveling, you have CDMA as your home network, you can roam on GSM networks around the world. That really benefits customers a lot. So that's the new antenna system. A breakthrough in switching between 2 antenna technologies, the ability to have faster downloads twice as fast, and a world phone. Third, the camera system. You've heard, and you all know firsthand, just how great the pictures you can take with an iPhone are. And customers love using it because they're beautiful, and they have it with them all the time. And you've seen some of the numbers, I'm sure. The iPhone 4, not all iPhones, just the iPhone 4 is already past all other cameras and phones for taking pictures and posting them on internet sites like Flickr, beating every point and shoot and DSLR. It's really great. So when we set out to create an all-new phone, a camera in the iPhone 4S, we didn't set our sights on just making it better than every other phone. We've already done that. We set our sights on competing with the quality of many great point-and-shoot cameras. So it really is the one camera you want to have with you all the time. So what's this new camera inside the iPhone 4S like? Well, let me tell you all about it. First, it starts with a new sensor, an 8-megapixel sensor. This lets you take photos that are 3264 by 2448. That means you can print out an 8x10 glossy photo that's pixel perfect. It's gorgeous. That's 60% more pixels than were in the iPhone 4's camera sensor. Now, if you know about digital camera sensors, you know the more pixels you pack in, it doesn't actually make a picture better. That'll make a picture worse, unless you do something really smart. And our team has done that. This new sensor is a state-of-the-art CMOS backside illuminated sensor. It allows us to gather 73% more light per pixel than the iPhone 4 sensor did, giving much richer colors, much better low light performance. And it's a lot faster, too, a third faster at taking that picture. On top of that sensor, we place a hybrid IR filter. This is the kind of stuff you talk about with high-end DSLRs. It allows us to create more accurate colors and more uniform colors across your whole picture from edge to edge. And one of the most important elements of a great camera system is the optics. And here we've really gone overboard. We have an amazing lens system. 5 Apple-designed custom lenses. There were 4 in the iPhone 4. This allows us to make an even sharper picture, 30% sharper. And the lens opening is now a really wide f2.4. Now, for those of you who know about cameras, know, compared to most point-and-shoots, that's a very wide open lens aperture. It means you can let in more light, better low light performance. That's a lot on the camera itself. But it doesn't stop with the camera, because we use some really smart algorithms inside the iPhone 4S. We use that A5 chip to do some incredible stuff. For example, I left off one important thing. So there's one part of the A5 we haven't told you about. Inside the A5 is an Apple-designed image signal processor, too. It's really powerful for doing things like advanced face detection algorithms. So not only can the iPhone 4S tell if you're trying to take a portrait shot and there's a person in it, it can tell if there's up to 10 people in it and get the best auto exposure across all their faces. And it does an amazing job with white balance. The auto white balance is even better in the iPhone 4, which was already state-of-the-art. And that chip is really fast. It takes super fast photos. But what do we mean? Well, here's some other phones out there that have put 8-megapixel camera sensors in them. Not as good as we've done, but let's look at their speed. The Droid Bionic, to take that first picture, 3.7 seconds. The Galaxy S2 HD Sensation, about 2 seconds. The new iPhone 4S, 1.1 seconds. And it gets even faster. You go to take another picture, it's just a half a second longer to get that second picture on the iPhone 4S. The other guys, yeah. The other guy's 2 to 3 seconds, 2 to 3 times longer. And I don't know what Droid Bionic customers have to do between taking pictures, like go get coffee. But none of that matters, right? All that matters is, can I take great pictures? So what I'm going to do next is show you some pictures that we've taken with the iPhone 4S. And these are exactly as they've come off the iPhone 4S. We've not manipulated and enhanced or done anything with these photos. So here's a beautiful landscape shot taken with the iPhone 4S. There's some hot air balloons going up, and you see a dynamic range of color, how vibrant those colors are. It's a fun portrait shot. You show great skin tones, amazing auto white balance. You also take macro photos. You can tap on something close up. Check this out. This squirrel. You can see the hairs on the nose of the squirrel. And do you know how hard it is to get a squirrel to stand still? Not easy. This is a great shot to show color uniformity and the lack of distortion from corner to corner in the photo. It's a really great sense and a really great lens. Get great range of color, rich blacks, very sharp contrast. This is a great shot of water, a wave crashing on a rock. Look how fast this is. Look at that wave frozen in